A new study has found a link between preteens' use of social media and future depression. The study was conducted by researchers at the University of California, San Francisco, and published this week in the American Medical Journals Association journal, JAMA. The study said more time spent on social media may contribute to increased depressive symptoms over time. Ali Rogan spoke with the lead researcher, Dr. Jason Nagata.
Dr. Nagata, thank you so much for joining us. Social media, children, lots of questions, few answers. What did your study find?
We followed 12,000 preteens over 3 years, and we actually found big rises in social media use. So during that period, social media on average increased from 7 minutes a day to over 70 minutes a day, so a tenfold increase. And in our analysis, we actually found that rises in social media from year to year among these 9, then 10, then 11-year-olds were actually associated with future depressive symptoms in the following year. So I think there's a big kind of unknown in the field right now, chicken or the egg. Does social media precede depression, or is it maybe just a reflection of underlying symptoms? And I think that our study does show a little bit more stronger evidence that social media is a risk factor for future depression in these kids.
So what you're saying is that you found the correlation here to be with social media use leading to more depressive symptoms, not the other way around. You're saying that depression doesn't necessarily indicate use of social media.
Yes. In our study, we were able to follow these same 12,000 kids year to year. So we were able to look at both their depression and their social media use every single year. And so we could look at patterns in their use. And we found that those kids who had big spikes in their social media use from year to year, then subsequently had bigger spikes in their depression. But those kids who started off with increases in depression didn't necessarily use social media more. So it is indicating a little bit more of directionality that social media could be a risk factor for future depression.
And talk to us about the size and the scope of this study. This sounds massive. How did you track this many children, and has that been done before?
So yeah, the data comes from the Adolescent Brain Cognitive Development Study. It is a national study that follows these 12,000 kids from over 21 different study sites across the US. And it's funded by the National Institutes of Health and is, I think, one of the largest studies on child development and social media and brain health ever.